Okay, hello everybody, and welcome back to part 3 of the Let's Build the Perfect Grade Strike Rogue. Now, the last time you were here, I had just finished the legs. So, in between the episodes, what I've done is I've put on the stickers, or the decals, or however you want to say them. That is not right. There we go. I should sit farther back. There we go. So, as you can see, I've kind of gone ahead and done the stickers. So, that'll give you an idea of what I'm going to be doing. And I'm still thinking about painting vents and stuff like pipes and stuff like that. You'll see in this part mostly what I mean by pipes, because today we are doing the waste unit, and because I have not done it before, this is going to be the first time both you and me are going to be seeing it, except for if you count this little guy right here. This waste unit. So the runners you will need are B runner, E runner, both C runners. There's going to be a second one right there. You will need the A runner with all of its clear parts. Nice clear blue. The S runner, polycaps. Both T runners. They're just in polycaps. The J runner, which we won't be seeing for quite a while, I don't think. And I will quickly mention that yes, I will be building this skyscraper and a Leo strike. So those will be part of this series. So this is going to be a lot longer than the wing. You guys all know my opinion on the wing. And this one actually comes with a stand, which is very nice. That fits the Gundam itself, and the skyscraper, and everything. So, seems like a great stand. A lot like the unicorn stand, but the unicorn stand has a lot more stuff to it. So, yeah, it's nice to have a perfect grade that actually has its own stand, finally, for a 12-year-old kid. And the final runners that you will need are both the D runners. That's the only sound of, well, one of the only sounds of plastic that you'll hear this episode. Except for this. It doesn't mention about the R runner until the very end with these two blades, as I've talked about in the last episode. I'm thinking about using my Rogues. No, not my. Wow, my Astray Red Frame. It's kind of hands, but they included the blades and the mask. Mask I don't need, so. Or that's an interesting idea, actually. I'll think about it. I'll see how the head looks and see if it would be really cool with a red mask. Maybe. Might be a neat idea, so I just rethought about that right now. And you will also need your final metal part, as you will see here in a second, and I do have all the instructions just off to the side here. And no, none of them are in English, unlike the titanium finish master grade unicorn. Good kit. Good kit that one is. So these are all the parts that you will need. This is kind of the core for the waist unit. Here's for the legs. This metal piece. And then there's several poly caps. Several different types of poly caps. So okay, so the first thing it says to do is, do these have a specific way? No, they don't really, but it says to put this half moon shape, half circle kind of shape right onto there. Then stick this whole assembly right on in, and that's a pretty tight fit, might add. That's going to have no troubles. Then you'll want to take this very weird looking S1 and looks like it just goes in like that, which makes sense. So it'll be like that. Because I don't think it fits into this back part. No. So there's a little guide peg here. Just slots into the notch on the inside. Just making sure that's down as far as it can go. That looks about right. Then we'll take this weird looking I-beam kind of shape one. Put it right in the bottom here. So this is going to be our core. I'll put that off to the side. Next, we'll need these parts here. So this is going to be where the leg slots in. This is going to be kind of the true inner frame part. So on the inside here, and there's also 2 little poly caps that can really only go into 2 spots. This one has 2 pegs, and there's only 1 slot where there's 2 grooves cut out. Just kind of fiddle around with it until it slots in. And this one only has 1 peg. This one only has 1 slot. So slide it right into there. So it'll look like this. Then we really actually get to do that over again, even though it doesn't say ×2. It's just the other half. Did I really forget to cut out a part? 1 second here. That's just a little bit of a problem. Let me just go try and find the part here really quickly. So there'll be a quick jump cut right now. Okay, so it's been several hours later at this point. I found that other part a while ago. It was in its hole correctly already. So I just stuck in the other poly cap. And yeah, continued on from there. Now you'll notice I have some of my painting supplies out. That's because I did a little couple touch-ups. At the bottom of the foot, right down here, there's a little grate. I decided to bring it out with a little bit of my Games Workshop Mirthol Silver 61-55. And you can kind of see here, I've done the pipes and the grate. So I actually had it all put together and everything until I realized that the device I was recording on completely ran out of memory. So I took it all apart as much as I could. That's why I did the painting. So basically I just stuck in the center part that I was talking about. And for this one, there's an outer armor piece with a gray in part that just slides on in, and it will go right up here. And then this part, same thing, but this one you want the gray kind of peg facing downwards, and the pink peg facing towards the front. So it'll look like that. And then there's a tiny poly cap right there that is already placed in. That I already had placed in. But it goes right in there. Now I'm just going to take the 2/2. Close it all up. Now we'll take this outer armor part, and this one will go in the back. This front part, let me just make sure that's, yeah, that's all the way in, so it'll look like that. Next we'll take this part, and this will fit into that poly cap. And then this will all swing back and act as a locking mechanism. Let's see, move it forward, move the metal part forward, and that there will allow you to get some more poses, like the kneeling poses and stuff. It's locked in. Next, we'll take this part. This is an outer armor part. That just slots in right there, just like that. Next, we'll take this part, and the angled parts will go towards the front. There we go, just like that. Next, we'll take these weird looking parts, and the kind of side that I've panel lined here. This side is the bottom, this one's the top. Ball and socket joint in one part, and it just kind of rests in a groove on the other side. Let's do the exact same thing again, just like that. And we can take this little red part, we can stick it right into there, just like that. So next we'll need these parts here, and these with this extra little tag facing downwards should just slide up on a groove and peg system. Look like that. Next we'll take this really big one. Just line up the holes and pegs. So then it'll look like this. This is kind of what it'll look like if you paint it. And then making sure this ball is facing towards this. We'll just stick it in. Now we'll do that again, because there's 2 of them. But because they're each for different sides, it doesn't say to do the times 2. Just like this. And just stick it right into the other side. Now this one, you want this kind of fancy side away from you. No, that's the wrong part. This is it. And then you want the fancier part of the polycap facing inwards. So then this hole is on the outside. Then you can take the outer armor piece, just put it right on top of it, stick it on, just like that. Let's do that again. And this is a quicker episode, but just gonna lay you guys down there. But there really isn't much to do in this section. So there we go. That is the waist unit for now. Because when I do my final build, I'll put on the side skirts once I stick on the legs. Now, speaking of side skirts, it actually says to do it times 2. Now, this is the time where you would use the R runner, even though it doesn't say it till the very end. But you'll take this piece with this nice fancy side facing away from you. And you'll notice 2 little semicircles here. That's going to hold this into place. And make sure that this opening is facing towards this fancy side here. So it'll look like that. Then we'll take this one and just line up all the pegs and holes. This was a real pain in the rear end to get off. And then there's a couple little grooves that these little pegs will go into. And there we go. Now, I kind of came up with the idea that I'm for sure going to use at least the knives, as you can see here. And this one. This is my Astray Red Frames knife. Well, not his true knife. This is his real knife, but there we go. And I am thinking about using the mask for my Astray Red frame, because it's red and it might go well with the head. And speaking of the head, I'm thinking of doing that late, like one of the very last episodes of the build itself. So instead of using these gray ones here, like it tells you. So that's pretty well it. So I'd like to thank everyone for watching. Oh, whoops, I almost forgot about this part. This goes right down here, just to cover up a hole. And then that's where you'll actually place the stand if you need to. Can I see you for a second, Astray? Oh, that's fun. He has a hole for a stand. Ideas! Wait. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Oh, yes. I like it. Okay. You'll have to wait till the final build. In order to figure it out. Yes, it does involve my perfect grade Astray red frame. This is one of my favorites. But so, if you're new here, thank you for watching this far. And even if you're not new here, thank you for watching this far again. So, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Or dislike the video, or dislike it if you don't like something, and let me know why in the comments. So, on that note, I'd like to thank everyone for watching, and until next time, remember to rock on.